How y'all doing today? Y'all staying in that trouble? All right, cool. You got your ID on you, chick?
No, I live right here.
Okay, cool.
It's a cigarette. Did y'all get a call or something about right here?
No, so we're doing checks, keeping everybody safe down here, right? Have you heard of the federal surge that Donald Trump's putting out?
No.
Right. You don't follow like Code 3, anything like that people are putting up? All right, so yeah, Trump's got all federal agencies kind of coming together, 7 days and going out, trying to stop the violent crime, all kind of stuff. So we're out here contacting people, talking to them, right? Quality of life offenses, smoking, drinking in public, right? Can't happen outside, right? Most people know that. So we're contacting people, trying to advise them of the law so they learn, right? And then if there's other stuff going on where it turns into, there's multiple agencies of somebody, there's a shooting and things like that. So there's extra hands as well, right? So we're just out here trying to inform people and educate people. It's not like we're trying to just go grab people and ruin someone's life over a joint or something like that, all right?
I only asked because when you walked up, at the moment you walked up, you only had eggs.
Yeah, well, it smelled like the odor of marijuana, burnt marijuana in the air, right? And you're the only guy that had something lit in your hand, and I didn't flashlight you, so I didn't realize it was just a cigarette. So that's on me. I appreciate you understanding and not getting chippy. All right, so just know, right? Learn, teach, tell your boys, like, yo, everybody's out, from FBI to park police. Right? So do your thing, let them know. Don't be smoking outside, don't be drinking outside, because Donald Trump is tired of it. People coming to visit.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know smoking in public?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the arrestable
Because in
offense.
Maryland, it's recreational use, so I didn't know.
Yeah, so DC, it's recreational use as well, right? But you can legally possess up to 2 ounces. You can gift an ounce to your boy, right? So if you had 2 ounces and he said he needed a zip, you can give him a zip, but you can't smoke outside.
They what?
You see these fascists right here? And
Fascists?
fuck you! Fuck you, fascists! Shame! 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 Shame!
Y'all laughing, but that's the truth, though. We really talking real shit.
Shame!
Y'all need to do some background studying about the Federal Bar Association. He for the man. Yo! It's for the man. Hey, Daddy, come on, man. Let's go get him, bro. Let's get that nigga.
No, 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 you don't got me Superman. No, 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 no.
Bro, it's about what we doing. Fuck them, bro. Stop the drama. Little blip. It's not fucking worth it. Come on, Brian.
Fight fucking crowd, man.
Take a fucking way. You busy?
Motherfucker! Oh!
Oh! Oh! It's fucking gun! It's fucking gun!
He cooked him! He cooked him!
I tell them catch me up in traffic if they ever ask, I won't speak on what happened.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. Okay, and just wanted to do a quick riding talk. Something I had in my notes. I was meditating on, over the past couple of days. Just on the simple fact of, how the society right now is like teetering, right? It's on a brink of collapse, right? You already see the moral decay, has corroded this place, all right? And now you have this whole AI a revolution happening, which is taking away a lot of jobs from people, and I actually have another lesson I want to do, Lord willing, later today on that. But you have a lot of these, recent grads that are lamenting on the fact that, they can't, get a job with the degrees that they, went to school for. Okay. And I can only imagine just how expensive school is now, right? I graduated, over 10 years ago, right? I think 13 years ago from college. And, I still got student debt, right? So, you can only imagine how things have gotten more and more expensive, just how expensive college is now. But regardless, you have that. And then with this whole DC federalizing, Trump federalizing the troops over there, which he also stated that other cities can be next as well. That all of these things combined shows that, it's about to break soon. Okay. The it is, the minds, the spirits, right? The stability of people. Okay. It's really about to break soon, and it could really happen at any moment, right? All you need is that one flash bulb, or flashpoint moment, which, brings these people over the edge. Okay. Because, you have so many different, things happening to where people can't find any, rest. Okay. And people are in a constant state of anxiety and constant state of stress, right? As the scripture says, that when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, right? But people are past the point of mourning, right? Now you're at the point where people want to take action for the problems that they have. See? And that's where 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, comes into play, right? The scripture speaks about that woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for your sword and your destruction draweth not. All right, the sword and the destruction is drawing not. And one people should stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands, and as we're seeing the whole separation, based off of your race, based off of your political status, based off of your social economic status, all these things are becoming more and more apparent, right? And it's becoming more and more ingrained within society. And you have the people that are the have-nots. They are ready and willing to get, physical, right? Going on in that same chapter, it says that they shall stand up. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? But the course of their action shall stand in their power. Now, I'm gonna see if I can play it. Maybe, I'll put it in the post-production and play it in the beginning of this video, where you had this individual who was basically appeared to be an Edomite man, right? Which that right there also is a sign of this place collapsing, because you're now having Edomites that are going against the government, overtly, right? And not just, marching or, saying some slogans, but as you see in the clip, like I said, Lord willing, I'll be able to put it up. You had this Edomite toss his sub at a federal officer. Right, first he was yelling, berating him in his face, and then on top of that, then he threw his sub at him and then ran away. Now, not sure if he got caught or whatever, but things like that are becoming so commonplace, right? It's becoming so commonplace, and it's because people are at a point where they are at the tipping point, right? They're at the point where, look, man, I don't give a damn about life. I don't give a damn about the authority, right? Because a lot of people don't have really much to live for, right? People don't really got families like that. Okay, they if they have a job, they hate it. If they have a family, they hate it, right? They don't have social lives like that. So you got majority of these Babylonians in a constant state of just mundaneness and repetitiveness of their lives, and they're tired of it. Okay, they're at a, you know, they're tired of, you know, the life that they're living, and they're looking at, you know, their leaders as a source of that problem, which, you know, it is. All right, but on top of that, Scripture talks about in Lamentations, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Uz, right? The cup also shall pass into thee, and thou shalt make thyself naked. See, for a long time, people in this world thought America was just some grand, you know, grand place to live, and everybody here is happy, and everybody here has success and wealth. Now the shameful spewing is upon this glory, right? And the nakedness of this place is being seen, right? The nakedness of this place is evident. Meaning what? That now people see what this place is really all about. Okay, from internally to externally. The fact that you got mass deletions, you know, happening daily now, weekly, right? And it's happening in places where you would have thought would be safe, like, you know, military bases, or, you know, downtown big cities, like in Times Square. You just had a shooting. A couple weeks ago, you had that one guy went up into that financial building and you know, shot up some people, right? And over there in Vegas. See, there's so many things that happen that recent news seems like old news, and that's ultimately because the Lord is putting this spirit, right, on Babylon, right? As the Scripture says in the book of Isaiah. I think I should be stopped for a little bit, so let me get this. Isaiah chapter 19, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay? And you have that, you know, happening right now. Now, you know, it's not in a widespread position, but like how the title is, it could break soon. You could have this actually be, you know, something that is happening very soon. And, you know, through the spirit, I see this whole thing, you know, with Trump federalizing the law enforcement, and he's clearly, you know, targeting Israelites, man. All right, Israelites areas. All right, I seen another clip, right, which I'll see, Lord willing, I can put that in the post-production, where you had the FBI went up into some, you know, to these jakes while they were just chilling on their stoop, and they was basically explaining to them what, you know, what they were doing and why they were doing it. And toward the end of the clip, he just said, what? Yeah, Trump is tired of it, right? Trump is tired of it. Now, what does that sound like? How is your elected official, right? Your elected official sounding like, yo, he's just tired of your bullshit, right? He's tired of how you niggas are being. Now, we're not justifying, okay, the wicked ass Jake, because we know that a lot of these wicked Jakes, right? The things that they do, you know, causes the wrath, right? And the evils that come upon them. So, you know, that's something that is, you know, something that is necessary, right? As the Scripture speaks about in Romans, the 13th chapter, that you know, he beareth not the sword in vain, speaking about Esau. But on the same token, you clearly see that there is a particular group of people that is being targeted, right? You have the, you know, the migrants being targeted, and it's not even just migrants, people that are illegal, but people that even look like they could be migrants. So you got a bunch of so-called Latinos, Native Americans that actually are born, raised here, right? Could have been here for a few generations, but, you know, because they are Latinos, they're being targeted. You see, and now you have that whole notion of, you know, I'm being stopped being racially profiled, walking while brown. That's the saying now, walking while brown, where, you know, before is, you know, walking while black. All right, and that goes to show you that what Judah and Israel are oppressed together. All right, but then now with the whole, you know, the Trump going into these inner cities, right? He's not going to, you know, the Edomite cities, Edomite part of the towns, right? He's not going to the fluent neighborhoods. He's going to the hoods and to the ghettos. And the administration is, you know, making it really clear that, yeah, this is something that we're doing to stop Jake, all right? And if you look like you are a criminal, you're going to be stopped. Point blank, period. And the look of a criminal is being a so-called black man, so-called Latino man. And there's nothing new underneath the sun. This is something that Nero has done in the past, all right? Something that, you know, Esau uses as the scapegoat when his country, you know, when his society is collapsing. He puts the onus on you Israelites, man. And this is something that we have been prophesying about, you know, starting with our elders and apostles, that these things were going to come. And it was all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because the Lord told us to do what? Give them warning from him. So reading that back in Isaiah 19 verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, you got these prices of foods. You know, the CPI came out a couple of days ago, right? Which is the core price index, right? Things are still going up. Prices of foods are becoming more and more expensive. You see, hey, that's going to exacerbate, you know, people's anxiety, people's problems. I seen a one post that said that the prices of groceries have become a major point of stress for Americans. All right, major point. Groceries, food has become a major point of stress. Think about that. Living in Babylon the Great, that isn't something that you would have thought would have been a headline, all right, in this place. But hey, the Lord is showing that this place is crumbling. All right, verse 3, it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst of them. And that is the point. All right, the spirit of these Egyptians, right, is failing. They're not in the mindset of rejoicing, right? They're not in the mindset of you know, things are looking great and you know, I have, you know, high expectations for the future. Nah, people are not in that mindset. Hey, even these MAGA Trump supporters, right? You have a lot of them that are now, you know, lamenting, right? You have a lot of them that now are in this, you know, mindset like, yeah, well, y'all don't know what's going to happen, right? A bunch of them is mad, pissed off about what Trump is doing as far as acquiescing to Bibi Netanyahu. All of their tax dollars is going to the 48ers. Okay, so it's at any moment shit can hit the fan, man. All hell breaks loose, right? You got this other one I heard. You know, I heard the so-called truthers be saying the FUBAR, right? Fucked up beyond all repair. So you got all of these acronyms that is reaching its crescendo, man. It's reaching the climax point. And once the Lord, you know, breaks it, once it gets once this city of confusion is you know, broken, there's no repair, right? Jeremiah 51 speaks about we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. There is no healing this place, man, because it's been a long time coming, right? In the core of it, right? The foundation of this place is completely corroded. It's like a house that the actual frame of it has been eaten away by maggots, right? The frame of it got mold and it's corroded. You can't do nothing with that. That house got to be demolished, okay? That place has to be completely, you know, flattened and taken away. And that's what the Lord is doing to this place. But he's starting with the mindset of the people, right? Because this actual place of Babylon is all effed up anyway. You go to major cities, it's dirty, filthy, right? Garbage all over the place. All right, you got people that come from other countries. Actually, they're saying tourism is down, right, in America compared to other countries, right? So the actual place, this actual place is polluted, but the actual mindset and the spirit of this place is now, you know, failing. And as it says in Proverbs, you know, a wounded spirit who can bear it. Okay, a wounded spirit who can bear it, and the spirit of America is wounded, and this wound is going to be a wound unto death. It ain't going to be like the ancient Roman Empire where her deadly wound was healed. Nah, this one is a incurable, you know, disease. Going back to Jeremiah 51, right? There is no healing Babylon. There is no healing medicine. And you see it in the people's eyes, right? You look at, you know, brothers be doing videos, right, on you know, just everyday common folk complaining about work. They be in a car outside of their job, just screaming in the car. You got this whole thing about people meeting up once a week to go scream out, you know, in the wilderness, or go scream, you know, into a river. What the hell is that about, man? All right, if that's what you got to do as a grown man or woman in the year 2025 in America, that shit, you got people that's in these so-called third world countries, right? Hey, in Gaza, people that are dying from famine, right? Watching their kids, you know, wither away right in front of them. You know, and they got actual reasons to scream and reasons to cry out. But here it is, you in America, and you just crying out because of your grocery bill, right? You crying because, you know, you went to go get a college degree, and now you got to work at Chipotle. So when things escalate, when the Lord continues to bring more and more and more pain, right? Because all of this is just the beginning of sorrows. You know, that's why the scripture says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins like a woman in travail, right? You're going to have women, or men are going to be travailing like a woman, because, you know, these people in America, they're soft, right? they dwell carelessly. They haven't, was it Isaiah 47? I shall see no pain, right? I shall see no sorrow. I shall sit as a lady. That's the mindset of Esau, right? The elite, the elites of Babylon, right? And that mindset has been bestowed upon the people. Sirach, the 10th chapter. So they think that, yeah, I mean, we, you know, things are a little rough, but, you know, it's not going to get that bad, right? That normalcy bias. So when it actually does get bad, what's going to happen? People are going to, they're going to snap. Isaiah 33:6, it speaks about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of our times, man. And this is why, you know, it's better to be in a house of mourning, okay? Being in a mental preparedness for uncomfortability, being in a mental preparedness for, you know, being like a pilgrim on the earth, all right, making you ready to the battle. Because when you're in that state, right, as Isaiah 33 said, that is going to make you stable when all hell breaks loose, when things are unstable. But the people in the mindset of Babylonians here, Egyptians here, they're not prepared to be unstable. And the orchestrators of this, you know, problem, okay, right? The rulers of this world, they know that. They know that about these Americans, that they're not prepared for this instability. And they're going to use that unpreparedness, which is going to create fear, right? They're going to use that to pressure, right, to coerce them into, you know, the solution that they're going to bring. Because when it breaks, right, it's going to be broken for a while. Right? It's going to be broken for a while, and the spirits of these people are going to be shattered. Hey, it's like Bane told Batman, I was wondering what shall break first, your spirit or your body. So when these people's spirits break, hey, you're going to see a completely different change, you know, in this place, man. And it ain't going to be, you know, a change for good. Okay, so, you know, I just wanted to touch on that. Something I was just meditating on, Lord willing, you know, for us that is in the know, you know, to stay locked in, okay, stay watching, you know, as I always say, man, because Yahweh Shai told us that, to watch, therefore, and pray always, that you may be found worthy to escape these things that are coming upon the earth, to be found worthy. In order to be found worthy, hey, you got to prepare yourself, right? As that bride adorned for her husband, right? There is a particular way that Yahweh Shai, you know, wants us to be, all right? And that mindset is the mindset, okay, that is going to, you know, have you be able to escape these things. The Lord showing you favor and mercy in the times of trouble, all right, which he's only going to do for his elect. So, you know, with that, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.